What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the OddsShopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video, goes a long way for you. You become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I'm so happy to see you. Are you happy to see me? I'm happy to see you. That's for damn sure. It's been a while. Haven't seen you since Thursday. Aton had you guys covered Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I missed you, though. Did you miss me? I missed you. Big time. Ready to get the work week started. Had a great time back in South Dakota at a wedding. Family, friends, good times. But now it is work time. We got to get down to business. It's business time. Shout out Flight of the Conchords. But bet $5. Win $200 over on DraftKings.com in bonus bets. Just the $200. You don't have to do anything other than $5 bet. That's as good as it gets. So take advantage of that offer. If you have a gambling problem, though, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Look at that. I can say words. Alrighty, Monday, 8 games coming down the pipeline. I'm excited. Oh boy. Caught up on the NBA, all the fixings over the course of the weekend. I'm ready to rock. Let's get to the picks. We start the work week off with Celtics visiting the Pistons. Massive spread here, as one might expect with these two teams facing off, but Boston's been awfully streaky of late, playing tightly contested games against inferior opposition, outside of a blowout win against the Nets, where they gave Kyrie Irving a swift kick in the pants before his departure. We'll talk about that later. Boston's dropped 4 of their past 6, with a gift of an overtime win against the Lakers, where if the official wasn't blind as a bat on a hack of LeBron's arm at the end of regulation, that would have been an L as well. I'm just saying that could have been 5 of the past 6. Now, does that mean anything for today? Not really, but it's a fun conversation point. Although the camaraderie, which is hard to analyze with data, could use a little upping in the absence of Marcus Smart. But as I just said, I'm more data-driven, so by all accounts, this spread looks perfectly efficient to me. Happy to pass on that. But friends don't let friends not bet. Pistons props have been a net positive for us all season long. Such a bad down-in-the-dumpster team. Doesn't matter. We have Isaiah Stewart questionable on their side. Stewart, come help me. Why am I doing that right now? Who was just reinserted into the starting lineup the previous 2 games? We could be looking at a last hurrah, though, for our good friend, none other than Bojan Bogdanovic. That's right, everybody. With the trade deadline quickly approaching this Thursday, just be prepared for the next couple days for me to bring up tons of trade rumors, potential pieces on the move, because when these lines come out, there are going to be some stale lines that you can take advantage of if you hear whispers. And it's not like books aren't hearing these whispers as well, but it's so hard to account for that if you could guess right in certain spots. Yay to you. Yes to you. Leanne Hainsby from Peloton. She's lovely. But the 33-year-old, that being Bojan Bogdanovic, not Leanne Hainsby, 2-year extension with the Pistons for a shade under $40 million in the offseason. That doesn't mean he's automatically on the move or is on the move. It doesn't mean anything. Those pieces can always be moved at any point in time. But before that, before we're talking about him getting paid, the guy was always able to shoot the basketball. He will still be able to shoot the basketball no matter where he's playing. But for the time being, he's playing a ton of minutes for the Pistons. This number at 21.5 is now at even money. I'm assuming barring the blowout, you're looking really, really mighty fine. I have him projected just a hair shy of 23. So a like button for me on one of the heroes of the 2022-23 season thus far. Hell, it could be our last night to look at him in a Pistons uniform. Thank you, soldier. I just talked a lot for that last game. Let's talk some more. To Washington we go as they host the Cavs, who will be playing on a back-to-back. But Kyle Kuzma out, Bradley Beal questionable, and the Cavs just waxed the Pacers, which kept the minutes of their Twin Towers Evan Mobley and Jared Allen in check. And now Karis LeVert, who sat Sunday, is questionable once more, and I doubt Ricky Rubio plays on the second half of the 2-game set. But Lord knows what's going on with the Wizards. Far more pressing of an issue. And this line is -3 at open? You can get the Cavs at -3? It says -3. Yeah, I think that's sort of a requirement for today's card, no matter how you feel about the situation, as no Beal would be a pretty big blow to their chances at keeping this game in check. And would it be completely out of the realm, though, to see somebody from the Cavs side sitting, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland being the 2 most important that I could see potentially sitting there? Well, technically it'd be Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, but they did play 35 and 36 minutes respectively on Sunday, those being the 2 backcourt mates, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland. So I guess they could sit, but I'd be a little bit surprised. So this is a very, very strong like for me. And the only thing keeping this from being a lock is something unexpected popping up. But it's a wonky week in general, so no need to go overboard on any one particular spot. So I'm keeping it at a like for now. But if you wanted to go just an itsy bitsy tiny bit more than a unit at this number and find a more appealing spot, or you couldn't find more appealing spots later on in the day, do not completely hate it. Feels pretty darn low to me, projected closer to -5. That gives it a thumbs up. Oh boy, another game, another spread, and let's get set for some weirdness and a lock button play. The Clippers in Brooklyn taking on the new look Nets. Hey! Only problem, that look is not good. Kyrie Irving sent off to the Dallas Mavericks for Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, and unprotected picks and things coming up in 2029. Pretty jarring to see that number on a page, not going to lie to you, I feel old. And 99.9% sure you won't see Dinwiddie for this one as everything gets finalized, physicals and whatnot. We haven't heard from the Brooklyn side. We have heard from Dallas that Kyrie's likely to make his debut on Wednesday. Makes me think they got to get the finer. The ink's not even dry yet. So we're going to give them a day probably to pack their bags and get out of there. But doubt they're suiting up for Brooklyn here. Would be beyond shock. So who is going to score the basketball here now? That's the question. Kyrie Irving shipped out. Kevin Durant plus Seth Curry. Both of those two out. It surely won't be Ben Simmons, even if he does suit out, who, by the way, is questionable as well. And the Nets do host the Suns on Tuesday, so it would be weird to rush him to play in this one, only to sit him against the Suns in a more winnable spot, but alas, I'm not coaching the team. I don't know. So back to the scoring predicament for Brooklyn here. I guess it'll probably be looking at their roster, some combination of Cam Thomas, TJ Warren, and Edmund Sumner. Oh God, are we absolutely locking the Clippers at -6? Oh yeah, we are. Here's the thing. I just can't imagine the Nets are done making moves at this point. And they are geared towards building something with Kevin Durant, or are they geared towards not building something with Kevin Durant? I don't know. Time will tell. The roster's in flux. We know that. Kyrie Irving is gone. And no matter what you think about the future for them, the roster that's in action Monday against Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, this Clippers team starting to fire up some wins, starting to look good. It's kind of brutality there on the Nets side. So fatality incoming, Mortal Kombat lock in the Clippers at 6 immediately upon hearing this, because -6, I can't imagine that number is long for this one. When people see that starting lineup tomorrow, it'll be too late. Just throwing it out there, bet this immediately, -6, lock button, my favorite bet on Monday, bar none. Another potential major moving part towards the trade deadline lies in this one, with the lowly Spurs taking on the Chicago Bulls. And that main target I'm talking about would be none other than Zach LaVine, the Bojan of 2023 for me, if you will. With Kyrie off the market, I have a hunch LaVine ends up wearing purple and gold when it's all said and done. That's by no means a foregone conclusion. I don't know who wants Russell Westbrook at this point, but that will likely be a move for a Bulls team to go nowhere anyway. They're unloading salary pieces. They're willing to be blowing this team up. They're 25-27 in an Eastern Conference that is stacked. But when you face the Spurs, that bodes well for chances of success. And the double-digit spread here, side of your screen, certainly echoes that sentiment, with the Spurs being sucky. And not to go all Brian Windhurst on me, or on you, if you will. Brian Windhurst from ESPN, if you will. There are no Spurs props out. There are no Spurs props out. Now, why is that? Why is that? Well, friends, as available as Zach LaVine is, every single Spurs player on the roster is live to be playing somewhere else on Thursday. Let me repeat that for you. There is not a single Spurs player that I could not see being traded by Thursday that I would be shocked by. They're 14-39. They carry the lowest team net rating on dunksandthrees.com by a major gap, that is. And while it would surprise me to see Keldon Johnson moved, gold medalist Keldon Johnson with his boy pop there, a rookie like Jeremy Sohan getting dished out as well, the ultimate potential prize for the Spurs, all that matters, is having the best chance at Victor Wembanyama and having no good players left that other people might want, where you can unload and just have salary and everything that you could possibly want waiting in the wings for the future. Now, Pop isn't getting any younger. I got to imagine next year, there's going to be pieces that they go out and they will be attacking the free agent market, no doubt about it. But if somebody comes knocking on the door asking for Jakob Poeltl or Trey Jones or any but Josh Richardson, they're going to answer. So how can that help us for Monday? I don't really think it does, but I'm just saying they're laying double digits against the Bulls. It's like a betting version of Russian roulette. You're probably good, but why even take the risk of betting 10.5 here? I can't do it. It's scary. It's a very dark joke, but I'm leaning on a Bulls assist prop of all things, and that is our guy Zach LaVine over 4.5 assists. Playing big minutes. Yeah, he averages just 4.2 per game, but those minutes have been trailing up, and they're playing a Spurs team that's still top 10 in the league in pace this season, and they're terrible. The Spurs, just terrible. And this prop is plus 125 at DraftKings right now. I'm almost talking myself into a like here, but it's on the outside looking in of my card. It's just one of those things where if you wanted to take that dive, I do not blame you in the slightest. So, not his points prop for once. Those are now juiced to the moon. 25.5 is now the opening number. That's not enjoyable, but I'm leaning the over a 4.5 assists for LaVine at the plus money. If this is his last game in a Bulls uniform, to our guy, thanks for the betting memories. Even though they weren't so great, he tastes like you, only sweeter. Salute you too, Zach LaVine. We go from Fallout Boy to just all-out beautiful boy on the screen. Look at that guy. Bet $5, win $200 in bonus bets. You get 8 $25 wagers when you place a $5 wager on any market, period, on DraftKings. That seems like a pretty good deal to me. Why wouldn't you? Look how happy I am. Do you want me to stay happy? Do you like these videos? Do you need these videos? Well, the easiest way to support me is just checking out anything that we have in that video description box below, whether it's NBA Bet Pro, whether it's the DraftKings Sportsbook, anything that we have to offer, because here's the thing. It helps you more than it helps me. Yes, you heard me. It helps you because the ROI on this thing is ridiculous. You're getting $200 for betting $5 from DraftKings. There's no other pitch that I need to make. I'm here to help you. I'm here to give you free analysis every single day. And if you haven't signed up at DraftKings, I do not know what you're waiting for. Well, that is, unless you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 and over as well. Seemed like I should probably say that too. If you're 18 and watching this video, what are you doing? Go to college. I hate you. You're young and happy. Whatever, I'm smiling in this picture. Let's get back to the picks. Weird spot here with the Kings and Rockets squaring off. Kings on the tail end of the back-to-back after getting spanked. They got spanked in New Orleans on Sunday. Normally that'd be fun during Mardi Gras, but this spanking, not enjoyable. And the Rockets with no such concerns besides the fact that their team is just bad at basketball. Not for long, though, as Alperen Şengün, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, and maybe even Terry Eason. I mean, these young men are really showing out in their respective sophomore seasons for the first two, the rookie season for the last two. You know what I'm saying. Fun, young core. Might attract somebody in there in the offseason. We'll see. We'll see. Or they'll just hit the nuts and land Victor Wembanyama and be stacked. But back to Monday. I'm not a huge fan of betting the total or spread in this one. And with no props out yet, it's really just hard to analyze. I will say, 234.5 seems really low to me. Although the data suggests it should be right in that ballpark if De'Aaron Fox indeed sits. But if he returns from personal reasons that have kept him out of the past two for Sacramento, this total and the Kings minus 5.5 see a bit of a boost. So you know what I'm getting at? Screw it, I'll just tell you. I'll lean with a single game parlay. I never do this stuff, but I'm leaning, meaning I haven't bet it yet. That's the lean portion of it, but I'm thinking about it, firing up minus 5.5 and the over, and hope I'm right. Hope Fox just suits up. Do you know whether or not he is or not? I don't know how to analyze it when it's personal reasons and not anything actually injury related or minutes related or something that I can actually base it off of. This is just, is he going to be in the building or isn't he, more than likely? So I'm just saying, I think it is just advantageous to put both of these together, as I would have this total closer to 237 if Fox is playing, going up against Houston there. And I would have Sacramento as a much bigger favorite, up at 7. So hey, if Fox indeed suits up, you get both sides of that one, but I don't have that news. I can't predict the future here, recording this the night before, but if you want to hit me up on Twitter, at Eric Lindquist, yeah, you heard me. I got my Twitter. We're ready to rock, at Eric Lindquist. I'm happy to let you know what I decide to do here in this one, so hit me up there, hit me up in the video description box below, or the best place, the premium Discord. I will be in that every single Monday through Friday, so check that out. lots of ways that the single game parlay could go our way. What do you say? We just may? We'll lay by the bay, eat some hay. Next game. Hello, Mavericks, facing Utah on the road here. And did anybody hear Kyrie Irving now plays for the Dallas Mavericks? Well, he won't be playing there Monday as the trade needs to get finalized. Everything needs to be in order. And they did say and announce that he is going to be playing basketball Wednesday for them. That is the expected date for Kyrie Irving's debut in a Mavericks uniform, which surely does not help them on Monday. Oh, and Luka Doncic, like the best basketball player in the league, or top 3 for damn sure. He's out for this one. Oh, and you got Christian Wood, who's questionable and probably isn't going to play. Oh, and you have Spencer Dinwiddie, who's now gone. Dorian Finney-Smith, gone. And this is going to be Tim Hardaway Jr. out there chucking the basketball. You know what's really, really bad for winning basketball games? Tim Hardaway chucking the basketball for 40 minutes. It could get weird. And here's the thing, 221.5 total. I don't even know how to gauge this because I pulled up the on-off court numbers. When you take Luka Doncic and Spencer Dinwiddie off the floor for Dallas, Frank Ntilikina has the most minutes out of anybody on the team with 111. What? That is absurd stuff. 111 for Frankie Smokes. Let's just say it's a difficult thing to gauge, but we got to try. I put in some rates. Tim Hardaway Jr. going to be a great DFS play for the people, but we are locking in Utah on the -9. This is kind of a no-brainer play, and I don't know what to make of Utah, what they're planning to do come Thursday. Do you want to sell high on Lauri Markkanen? Do you think you can add a piece to Utah in the coming days? I don't know. But what I do know is this Dallas roster looks like dog shit. So, fire it up, -9, lock button city, because they're going to Salt Lake City, and it is going to be murder. So enjoy it. Murder, She Wrote, -12, the more efficient number in my book. And I don't have a book. That would be what I would want to do. But either way, -12, Utah spread, lock button. How does this go wrong? OKC and Golden State. I want props, I tell you. Props. No props out yet. Sunday night. I just want to give the people the props. Give me props. Give me props. Such a bad joke. I'm really off tonight. Can you tell I'm a little jet lagged? I'm a little jet lagged. But OKC going into Golden State. And the big news here, of course, Steph Curry thought that the MRI came back good, but now they did another deal today. Sounds like he got diagnosed with, let me read this off, partial tears to his superior tibiofibular ligaments and intraosseous membrane. All I know is that that's a lot of medical jargon that I don't understand to describe something where he's going to be out for a long time again. That's it. You're going to have Jordan Poole jump back into the starting lineup. You're going to have Kevon Looney playing alongside Draymond Green now for the foreseeable future. Steve Kerr can no longer change his mind about that. He'll probably start starting Kuminga or some crap now that I even just put that out in the world. But expect Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins to try to carry a lot of this load in Steph Curry's absence, but it's really hard to replace a player like Steph Curry, unless you're looking for somebody who doesn't like to chew on mouthpieces. But OKC, looking at that side, I'm telling you, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, we have been looking at those props a lot of late. And hey, shout out to Jalen Williams. That's Alen Williams, not the other one that isn't as good, but Jalen Williams starting to play some real ball for this OKC team. All it took was, Lou Dort going out. Pokusevski has been out forever, but he's found a path to minutes, and he is winning basketball. He is playing winning basketball for this team. Really like what OKC has been doing of late. I've brought that up multiple times the last couple of weeks, where it's just SGA can be that dude. He is that dude. If you added Wembanyama to this team, oh my gosh. But OKC +4.5. There is nothing appealing right now as I'm looking at the board. I don't like the total. I don't like the spread. If you made me do anything, I'm doing that. But I just want props here. More than likely going to be betting props, but lean here if you must. +4.5 on OKC. And we made it, people. Final game of the night. Whew. Hit that like button, please, for me. As we go to the Bucks and Trailblazers. I should be able to just say the words because it's the Trailblazer logo. But whatever. We know what we're running into here once more. Giannis is back in action. He's probable for this one. You have Middleton, who in very limited minutes is doing very awesome things for this basketball team, as you might expect. Put up 24, 7, and 4 in 20 minutes. He was capped at 15 minutes for his couple debuts. That's been extended to just 20 minutes. Maybe we see 24 minutes on the horizon. Maybe that's the next benchmark, just incrementally adding those minutes. And eventually, that's going to cut into Giannis. But hasn't here of late. He has been the alpha in so many ways. 35, 15, and 11 against Miami. 54, 19, and 2. That's not real life, but he did that against the Clippers. And it has more to do with just him playing at a high level, being healthy, playing tons of minutes, and you get these road spots, competitive spots. That almost helps his profile. Just 4.5-point favorites as opposed to being home. And you could have Giannis just shut out a team in 3 quarters. That's problematic when you're trying to take overs on some of these things. Might be more inclined to short him in a couple of places. That Jaylen Brown one worked out really nicely the other night, taking the under on PRA there. But going up against this Portland team, there's no Yusuf Nurkic in the middle there. You're going to have Drew Eubanks also. Well, I guess he's now upgraded to probable, but that interior, pretty gettable. That means points at the rim, Giannis. That means rebounds. That's Giannis. And creating 11 assists last game. Kind of an outlier, but also adding it to the repertoire. He's so good at basketball. Let's just take all of the portfolio in one. I want more than 53.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. It's wild to say that you want somebody for more than 53.5, but you look at the profile of this Portland team. I do not see, well, you could say this about every team in the NBA, but I just do not see a path where they slow down Giannis. I just do not see it. And Portland, yeah, they play slow, but I don't really care because of the rebound opportunities. They should be plentiful. 14.5. I almost took the over on those rebounds too, which is just disturbing to say out loud. But I want the entire thing. Think Giannis smashes on Monday. That's not really all that far-fetched, but a like button to finish out our day. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know how much you missed me over the weekend. Oh, Eric, I can't make any decisions without you. Well, no, you have A-Time. You have other beautiful people here at OddsShopper. You can sign up for the premium Discord and hang out with all of us every single day of the week. Monday through Friday, posting my betting cards. Got to have some semblance of weekends where I'm going to get murdered by my wife one day. Love you, honey. But let's get ourselves on out of here. I'm excited for Tuesday. Excited to just be here for another week with all of you fine people. Go follow me on Twitter at Eric Lindquist. Sign up for things in the video description box below. Like, I don't know, betting $5 and getting $200 from DraftKings.com. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Let's get out of here. Until next time, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Monday.